Good evening and welcome to Minneapolis. I have been looking forward to this evening's performance ever since 7:30, 2 weeks ago. We are going to have an intermission pretty soon. Come right in, please. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Where do you come from? Where? Oh, you don't know each other. I come from Copenhagen. I was here before you. Well, anyway. Are there any children in the audience? Yes? Okay. Out. We do have some children here. That means I can't do the second half in the nude. I wear the tie. The long one. The very long one, yes. I have a request. I usually do not do request numbers, unless, of course, I have been asked to do so. And that has happened. I have a request from a lady who called me at the hotel. She said, "Mr. Borge, would you be kind enough to play?" And then she couldn't remember the title of the thing she wanted to hear. So I said, "Perhaps you could hum it or sing it for me, and if I know it, I will play it." And she said, "Well, I can't remember how it goes." And then she said, "You're the musician. You ought to know the piece." I said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you in this instance." And she said, "It really doesn't matter because I'm not going to be there tonight." So now I'm going to play something else. Now, I'm going to play a little piece by a Danish composer, Mozart. Hans Christian Mozart. As you know, or many of you know, Mozart was only from here up. You have seen replicas of Mozart, of course. Mozart was what we call a bust. And stood on many pianos and in windows and things. And the scholars insist that in spite of that physical handicap, Mozart was fairly happily married. But Mrs. Mozart wasn't. He went all the way to the floor. I'm going to play a composition he wrote in 4 flats because he had to move 3 times. Yeah. He never stayed long enough in any of them to finish this piece. And this is called a bagatelle, and it's in the key of C. But who cares? I hope you will enjoy it. And if you don't, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Why were you so late? know, 3 pedals, I only have 2 feet. Mozart, bagatelle in the key of C. Now, where the heck is C? You didn't mark the C. Now I understand why so many people in America say, long time, no see. Isn't it a shame these big fat opera singers always lean against the pianos and bend them? The heavy arias. Mozart. I'm always asked to play something straight, and you know it is not easy. All the way. Oh, my time is up. Sorry, upside down. My grandfather gave me this watch a few minutes before he died for $20. Plus tax. He was a Danish inventor. He invented the soft drink which he called 4-Up. But the Danes didn't care for that. So he added some sugar, I think, and then he called it 5-Up. Still no good. Then he tried once more, and that time he called it 6-Up. Yeah, but no luck, so he finally gave up and died heartbroken. Little did he know how close he came. Come right in. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. You haven't missed much. But I'm afraid you will never know who gave me this watch. And don't tell them. As a matter of fact, he added something to music, my grandfather. He wasn't very musical, and he was not a composer, but he wrote this. And that is very important, because without this, we should never have had this. You like a picture? I gave my first concert at 8, or a few minutes after 8, because, as you know. Yeah. For 12 years I was concertizing, and I often had an opportunity to do an encore, which I generally did early in the evenings, So that people, when they left early, could hear some of the encores at least. Yeah. Some of my favorite encores were a series of Viennese waltzes by a Japanese, was that serious? I said, Japanese, I speak, there are three things, I must tell you, there are three things I can never remember. Four. I speak a little Japanese, and you know how I learned to speak. Of course you don't, but there's a wonderful method which I will tell you about, with which you can speak or learn to speak any language you wish or anything you want to learn while you sleep. Not here, of course, but under the pillow in your bed, or in any bed, you put a cassette player. And then you insert a tape on which must be what you wish to learn, of course. In my case, it was lessons in the Japanese language. And then you run it every night until you have absorbed subconsciously what is on the tape. It may take weeks or months, maybe a year, but that's the way I learned to. I know you won't believe it, of course, but this is true. I don't speak it perfectly well, but I can get along, and I have been doing so. Unfortunately, I can only speak it when I'm sound asleep. But I remember words like Toyota. Here's a good word. Negi, N-E-G-I. Negi means onion in English. Negi, negi. 2 onions. Such an easy language. I mention this particular word because if you ever are near a Japanese person who has eaten onions and it kind of bothers you, just say, negi, negi. Yes, so polite, they would immediately say, aso, and back up. And then they will take your picture. But remember, they are not very tall people, so they only get you from here down. Yeah. The rest is Mozart. Actually, I'm going to play a little of some of these encores I was speaking about. Some of these Viennese waltzes. As a matter of fact, it is very difficult, to choose a musical program for an audience who is not present on account of a specific musical program, such as a Bach recital, for instance. First of all, which Bach? Johann? Sebastian? Often? I have found that generally half an audience likes a little of this kind of music, and the other half likes a little of that kind of music. And so I'm going to play a little of this kind, and I am going to play a little of that kind, so that it will be something for each one of you to enjoy. I have a problem, as you have noticed, pronouncing TH, particularly when they are close together. It's not easy when you have to learn to speak English and you're not brought up in an English-speaking country. You have to stick out your tongue. Thou, thy, this, things like that. You have to stick out your tongue. You never know how far, In Denmark, where I grew up, we speak way back here. But that's just a small country, and we don't have much room to fool around in. and it's cold in the winter time over there, I can assure you. And we don't stick out anything unless we are certain to get it back in again. Well, I have some music here on the piano bench, a little of this and a little of that. And that's when I'm going to play a little of them. I can assure you, I play far better by ear. Bang, bang. Oh, this is supposed to be a book, not loose sheets. Well, I'm sorry, we've had to. You care for piano music? Here's some. That'll be 85 cents. Do you read music? You do? Then it'll be $1.50. This is supposed to be a little this and a little that. A little this. See, these are all thises. There's not a single that among these. The one I gave you, is that a this or a that? Oh, that's a this. You keep that. What's that? Oh, that's the this also. This, that goes between those thises. Thus. Well, and that's that. So actually, that's a this, but you don't know the difference. My glasses, they're not in the piano. Oh, a stagehand. Oh, no. I told the doctor that I don't need glasses. And they always try to sell you something. We have a neighbor. Well, who doesn't? But he is our next window neighbor, because we do not have a door in that end of the house. I'll give you 5 seconds more on that one. He is a physician, a good friend of the family, his own, of course. And I went to see him, and he said, "You need glasses." So on my way out of his office, I took his. And now he wants to see me when I get back home. But he can't, because I got the glasses. The doctor told me that, and he's a doctor, he knows what he's talking about. He said, a person with one eye can see more than a person with 2 eyes can see. And I doubted that, of course, but he said that's true, because the one with one eye can see the other person's 2 eyes, whereas the person with the 2 eyes can only see the other. That's what he said. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry about that. Will somebody come and help me, please? I need somebody to turn the pages for me. Anybody here? You work here? Oh, I thought you were bleeding. What do you do?
I call the lights.
I beg your pardon?
I call the lights.
I don't think you heard me. I said, what do you do here?
I call the lights.
You call the lights. And that's what you do. Mm-hmm. What do you call the lights? You don't know? I do. Bulbs. What happens if the lights don't come when you call them? You don't know that? I do. Long time no see.
I run the lights.
You what?
I run the lights.
You run the lights. That's against the law. That's against the law. Are you afraid of losing your hand? You're holding on to it. You make your own clothes? That's nice. That's the bottom. I like that. So what can I do for you? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Would you be kind enough to turn the... I forgot all about... Would you turn the pages for me? Yes, will you do that? Thank you. Nice fellow. Must have fertilized him a lot because he's so tall. That's the lights. It does. Wait a minute. It's when I'm playing, of course. I should have told you that. I'm sorry. Pardon me, madam. Are you laying eggs? Okay. This is a nice piece. Negi, negi. Apparently you don't read music. Well, I'm sorry, I should have asked you. We'll do another one. We'll do a slow one, which gives me a chance to tell you what to do and where to do it. This is a nice piece. No, if you'll be kind enough to do it. It begins here, and it comes up here. And here it says PP, but don't pay attention to that because that means pianissimo. That is an Italian abbreviation. It's just the opposite of. So it's just nothing to it. So when I say now, you take this in this corner, a single sheet. You turn it zoop, like that. You don't have to say zoop. You can just zoop, like that. Okay? But take it up here, otherwise you block my view if you put it on there. As simple as that. I need the back of it, you see. And then I go over here and finish there. It's as simple as that. One single sheet. One. This is Liebestraum by Liszt. So now,
No, that's F. Liszt.
Liszt.
No, it's F. Liszt.
F. Liszt, young man, is Liszt. You don't say M. Mozart. Liebestraum by Liszt. I hope you will enjoy it. Could you put a foot on one of those? Too far. Okay, press down, press, like this. That's it. Here's an early American folk song, 5:30 in the morning, from the Wild Wild West. Poof, poof, poof. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you. Would you please welcome Miss Marilyn Mulvey. Excuse me, what happened to your arms? Reminds me of Mozart. Marilyn has sung in many operas and has also not sung in many operas. Also not sung in many operas, yes. Sung in many operas and has also not sung in many operas. That's exactly what I meant, and it's exactly what I said. Hands off, please. She has a habit. You shouldn't lean against the pianos, Marilyn, because sometimes there might not be a piano next to you when you sing. Maybe a flute player. You can't hang on to the flute. You can't flout the flute. Marilyn is celebrating, actually, today she's celebrating her second wedding anniversary. Is that true? Yeah. That's really an anniversary. How long were you married? Oh, 2 years. Yes, I see. That's what it is. Yeah. That's the second anniversary. Hands off, please. What have you chosen to sing for us this evening?
I'd like to start with a folk song.
Aha. Oh, one of the folk songs your uncle brought from where? Croatia. Yeah, that's right. Her uncle is an archaeologist and has been archaeologizing recently in the very far where Croatia is. And he found in an old monkery in the basement of the monastery. Well, you can say nunnery. Why can't you say monkery? But anyway, that's not my problem. But anyway. Yeah. Hands up, dude. Marilyn's uncle brought back some manuscripts he found in that, wherever it was. And there are 6 songs, and Marilyn sings all 6. Not now, but she knows them all. These are some old folk songs for the old folks, for some old folks. And which one have you chosen to sing tonight, Marilyn?
I wasn't sure. What do you think I should start with?
Sing the one you like the most. Oh, yeah. Because I'm going to play the one I like. Pardon? Oh, no, I've tried not to. Marilyn, she wants me to say, don't hum along, because you know, musicians, when we play, for instance, you play a concerto, you sit there, and you sing along without really knowing it. You hum, or the violinists, you do all these things. And I have the habit myself, and I must remember not. Hands off, please. This is one of those songs. Two of them, actually. And if you don't know the song you're going to sing, don't sing it. You're an opera singer. You should sing opera. Marilyn is a cacalatura. And she said, why don't you sing an aria from one of the... You like arias? Wait till you hear what she's going to... Thank you. When this ovation has died down. What have you chosen to sing then?
Yes, I'd like to sing the Caro Nome from Rigoletto.
Oh, God. All right, for the ones of you who are staying, Marilyn will sing the Kagame, the what? The Kaganomi aria from the opera Rigor Mortis. By all means. Who wrote that, Marilyn?
Giuseppe Verdi.
Why? I mean, why, yes. Why, yes. Why, yes. That's an expression. Why, yes. It's your language. I'm just trying to use it, that's all. Why, yes. Giuseppe Verdi. Joe Green to you. Hands off, please. It should take long. Not if I can help it. Oh, you don't tune up. What's the matter? Don't you know it? Oh, one more. It's mine. Sorry. Finish? We do have an agreement. She doesn't touch my piano. I don't lay hands on her coloratura. You just said that. Twice. I thought you had that fixed.